Hello and welcome to the show. I am today going to be playing some Toca Race Driver, a game that I remember having the best career mode of any racing game pretty much of all time. No modern games have ever really... Project Cars got quite close to being as good as the career mode in this one. This is such a fantastic career mode. Great choice of cars and so on. And I'm going to relive it. Hopefully, I won't suck too terribly at this game. It's another game I spent many hours of my childhood playing, and we shall jump right into our career. So we start off with a test day. So we're going to run a test with a touring car. By the looks of it, we will be running a Lexus. No, we don't want an automatic, we want a manual. So, I don't know what happens if you fail this initial test. Does it say you're terrible and is that the game over? I don't ever remember failing the particular test. We've got to do a 1 minute 20. There's some cutscenes that I really don't particularly care about. Right, we are on to the driving. What's my gears? Okay, right, X is downshift. We have a lot of grip, and apparently there is music. Why is there music? Hold on. We've got to go and get... music very distracting. Right, okay, I can now turn that back up. I was having a fight with the music earlier, trying to get... So in the main game options, there is just effects, engine, and speech. But once you get into the race, that's where you can turn the music down. Sure. Alright, let us get back to the action. Right, Brands Hatch does look quite a lot flatter on here, I will be honest, than the one from Forza. Right, oh god, let's get the car turned in through the first corner, or through the third quarter, sorry, always good. The grip is quite phenomenal, actually, in this Lexus. I could really carry quite a lot of speed. Oh god, around... around here. There's lots and lots of cornery grip from the Lexus here. I got a beat. Okay, really? Was that here? I thought it was going to be like a 120 for all of the... Never mind, that was super duper easily, even with me not... Yeah, know what I'm doing. Yay, I'm good at driving games. Okay, well, we passed that test. There's kind of like a vague story of you're going through a racing career. Yay, we require that was very easy. Right, do we go straight into? I can't remember. Do we go straight into racing the Lexus? We might do it. So it looks like it says the guy spy at the bottom there. It says team criteria, earn 30 points, and there was something. I think it was about $100,000 was a thing. I can't quite remember why it was a thing, but there we go. All right, so we are in with the Lexus. Do we have a grid thing, or is it just sort of sticking us in here at what's the person's name? It's Ryan McCain. There we go. Okay, so it's just putting us in a midfield team. The car list on here is fantastic. There's a great variety of vehicles to go racing with. There are names that you may well recognise on here as this is the proper licensed game with the touring cars of the of the era, and I'm starting MIG-pack. I don't remember the Lexus particularly being a touring car. I don't remember ever doing it particularly well. I remember the Astras, I remember the Vauxhalls, I remember Ivan Muller winning pretty much everything, and I remember the Peugeot. I think there were some MGs as well around at the time. Right, we nod off to a particularly good start. There is a change camera. Oh wow, there's an interior. When was there an interior view for this game? I do not remember there being an interior view in... It's not the best interior view, I will be honest here. But I definitely do not remember this being a thing. That's very cool. It's supposed to be one of the early games with a full interior view. It's quite cool. Oh, I spy a Vauxhall out in the weeds. Can I find a way past? It's a little bit too claustrophobic for that view. I might have to go to the third person one. I don't really like the bonnet view in this game. I don't know why. It just doesn't quite work for me. Right, we're up into a podium spot. The Vauxhall's out wide. I will take that position. Thank you very much. Also, looks like the leader's got his bumper hanging off. That'd be some quite impressive damage if that is a bumper hanging off on the car. How many laps are we doing? Oh, we're only doing 3 laps. That's fine. We can hopefully whiz through this. He's locked a brake. I will have a go at the inside. I might need to find a difficulty. I didn't see a difficulty setting. I might have to try and find one somewhere because we're snagging a brake as well up there because I have breezed my way to the front of the of the field. This is a relatively old game. It's not the most impressive of looking things, but whoa, careful now. Oh, we're going to get up on the curb. But I think it actually holds up. I think it held up better than Midtown Madness. Midtown Madness did look a little bit shocking. I remember it being a lot better. This is, you can tell it's an older game. I'm pretty sure, is that a wing or a bumper? Somebody's left part of their car on the front straight. I mean, yeah, you can tell this game's aged, but I think it has actually aged better than quite a few. Right, get stopped up there. Lots of brake locking going on from my Lexus, and I'm not quite going to lap a car at a 3-lap race, but little bit of oversteer catching me out down there, but we've not had any silly mistakes. We're going to dominate the field. In fact, if I can't, again, I'm trying to remember. I think this game may have had like a variable difficulty, so it kind of, if you dominated races the next time out, it was a more difficult race. Certainly in career mode, I seem to remember that being a thing, but that could just be my memory there. There definitely was a wing. I spotted a wing lying around on that start-finish straight. So a pretty decent damage model on here. Yay! We took victory in the Lexus. Fantastic. Muller was only 6th, quite a long way down in his Vauxhall. Right. Okay. So we're now leading the championship. Oh, I remember the tracks of here. We get to go to Oulton Park, Silverstone, Donington, all of those kind of places. All the touring car tracks. There is a full-on car setup thing. It's not quite as detailed. For example, the gears. Well, it's just the manual or automatic. Downforce is general high and low. What suspension rise, stiffness, ride height. Yeah, you got full-on adjustments through here. Tires. There's apparently weather on here. I don't remember there being weather, but apparently there is. That's quite cool. Yeah, we might be challenged with some wet races. So there is a little bit of tuning. It's not the most in-depth tuning system ever, but you can tweak the cars to your liking and to the various different tracks. We're starting 4th. This time out. Fantastic. I think perhaps this kind of first championship... Plato is here. Was Plato in the other one? I don't remember. I would have thought I would have noticed his name around. Yeah, I think with the later championships, you get a lot more... you go through qualifying and so on. This one here, I think, is just kind of like an introduction, essentially, to the thing. So short races, we're not worrying about qualifying. I do have to manually put the car into first, which... Oh, you cheeky Vauxhall, come back here. Are we spinning the wheel still? We might have been... my teammate's bumping me off the road as well. So that's not good. That's not what you want going on. Right, so that's not been the greatest of starts. I already spy some cars vanishing off up ahead. Can we get into it? Oh, my wing fell off. How did that work? I'm not sure. I can see how I would knock the wing off the car ahead. I'm not quite sure how my Lexus's wing ended up on the ground, but never mind. Well, we're losing. I don't know if it affects the downforce or not on the car. We will soon find out if I turn into a corner and just spin it around in a circle. Right, get back here. I think it was a... Oh, get stopped for this corner. Okay, we're going to die. That was a very, very big dive on the... on the Vauxhall. I think it might be a Peugeot leading the way. I might not quite have the straight line speed in the Lexus, but I am far braver under braking. Perhaps foolishly so. I think I'll go with foolishly so under braking here. It's more that I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to be braking and somehow I'm getting away with it. Also, this track, I know Oulton Park. I think probably the only game I've really played it. Apart from this. Oh, I've taken off the wing of the Vauxhall as well. Sorry, I'm kind of bumping into things a little bit more this time out. The main place I know this track from, of course, is Project Cars, and in Project Cars there's a lot more scenery around Oulton Park than there is here. It's a little bit more sparsely populated with trees and so on. The tracks do feel quite a lot flatter, but again, that's not particularly surprising considering, the age gap and so on. Right, we've got one car I can just about make out in the distance. Come back here, blurry mess that I think is a Peugeot. Please come back here. I would like to keep on my my winning streak. Oh, it is a Peugeot indeed. These AIs do not like getting the car stopped, and I'm having a little bit of a tough time trying to judge spinning of tyres and braking without any kind of vibration in the controller. Not sure if the controller is playing up or whether this game just doesn't have vibration. It is possible that that is the case. Oh, there is some vibration. Oh, we've nearly taken another wing. Shall I make that my objective? Can I take off the wings of every vehicle that I go past? There is some vibration in this, but it's only for going across grass, so you don't get any if the brakes are locking up or if the car's spinning its wheels, which is a little bit difficult to work with. All right, and we don't even need to break through there. Ha-ha! Hello, Peugeot. Bye-bye, Peugeot. Oi! They are driving quite dirty around here. I say they're driving quite dirty, and I've taken off about 3 wings. But they were going for almost went for a pit maneuver. Definitely a little bit more fighty around here. Although I think there might just be I'm not being brave enough through these corners. It can carry a lot more speed than I'm thinking. Through there, that was quite close. That was I could see the back end. It was a scary moment through there, but we're fine. Little dab on the brakes, perhaps down here. There's so much turning grip, but we actually got it on 2 wheels as well down there. Somehow we're surviving all of that. I think the AI may have backed off. It looks like there is an almighty battle going on further back. I'm just looking at the mini-map now. There is a huge train of cars. I've gone exploring. The game's not telling me off, so don't mention it. I may have been making up my own track a little bit. Only a little bit. Around here. Again, we'll get on the brakes. Maybe a little bit earlier. Try and be nice and controlled down here. Make it through the turn, things are going better. Cars are a good fun to drive on here. I like the responsiveness of them. They perhaps do have a little bit too much grip, considering we're going to be flat out through this next turn. Oh, the back end thought about letting go. They're kind of nice cars to drive. And second place is not actually that far back. This time around, he has stayed closer than at Brands. It doesn't matter though. I'm going to take victory once more in my Lexus, minus a rear wing. I'm glad I don't know what the look back button is, because it would probably be a sorry sight on the front of my car. There is someone that is shouting. I may have bumped whoever you are. Sorry. I know, I crashed into a couple of cars in all of that. It's just a better career mode than most of the modern games can be bothered to do. Like, as far as a motorsport career mode, it does a really very good job of putting you in, the various series. And there's a great variety of series. Oh, there were some MGs in that one. I think it's kind of giving me random opponents in each race. We're still leading the... No, maybe not. Maybe I just didn't see them in the previous one. Yeah, save the career mode, why not? We're currently doing quite well after those first 2 races. Silverstone, what layout of... Oh, right, okay, never mind. I know what layout Silverstone. I'm doing slightly different to the ones that I'm used to on Forza. That's mostly where I know classic Silverstone from. Oh, we've got a lot of the fields to go through this time out. That should be fun. Plato and Muller and all of them lot are there at the top of the grid. Right, we've got lots of cars to overtake. Let's try and not remove... Oh, and we've got kind of an evening race. Do they have night racing, possibly, in this? I don't know. Maybe they do. Can I find the look back button as well while I'm sat on the grid? A is look back. I forgot to gear up because I was pissing around with buttons. Well, we've got lots of work to do now around here. Fortunately, they're all bumping into one another, so that works out for me. Yeah, I genuinely don't remember there being night racing, or I don't remember there being rain. Maybe there is night. I don't remember any of the... There are many features of Toca touring, or was it Toca race drivers? It's actually touring cars, or mostly touring cars. As I was saying, there is a really interesting variety of championships available on here. There are DTM cars. I believe V8 supercars are here. There's some oval racing, I think there's the English version. It's like ASCAR or something, is I believe on here. I know they have the Rockingham circuit. Whether they quite have the oval, yeah, there's all sorts of different, the proper racing championship. There's an Alpha GTV race. They have Bristol. They do have some ovals. I know they have the Bristol Speedway on here. I can't remember about the rest of the tracks. It's been, as I said, been quite a while. Oh, don't drive into the back of the Vauxhall. They're being quite cowardly through here. Well, after a very poor start, when I was quite literally looking the wrong way before getting going, we have made our way up already into 6th place. Not claimed any wings this time out. Mine is still perfectly in place. Not claimed any wings of the other cars. I do know this layout Silverstone. It's just a weird a weird circuit map that confused me initially on here. Oh, so much grip. You can really... it's pretty much flat out through. That's not really a corner. Well, it is a corner, but it's not really something you have to worry about in these. It's just flat out through there in these cars. I'm not quite sure where to brake. The Peugeot is going to have a spin on his own. Very nearly took me with him, but we made it through okay. Is it a Vauxhall 1, 2, 3? We can't be having that. Get back here, Vauxhalls. Although I can't tell what is in the lead. Again, it's just a slight blurry mess of pixels around there. Where can we brake? Oh, lots of lockups, me included. We can brake there. Oh, we may have... Yeah, okay. So, that's a really, really wide corner. Like, it's super ridiculously wide down there, so I may have got a little carried away. And given the Vauxhall of somebody, not quite sure who it was, a little bit of a bump. Can we sneak up? Well, he wasn't going to give me space, so I kind of had to make space. I didn't want to go on the inside of the track, but he kind of didn't give me any choice. Now we're going to wander a little bit too wide. We still haven't claimed any wings, despite a rather heavy nudge on the Astra. It's only taken a couple of laps to get to the front of the field. Well, I will take that. I'm definitely a damn sight better at this game than I was when I played it. However many years ago, the cars have got so much bloody grip. It's incredible how much. Just got to be. The main thing I'm having here is got to be careful under braking. Very easy to lock up. Really, really hard to judge quite what you're doing with the car. I'm used to the likes of Forza and so on. When you're kind of on the brakes, when you're on the limit, the controller will start to vibrate and buzz a little bit just to kind of let you know. Whereas here, there is really no indication apart from you can maybe just about see a plume of smoke when you've locked up, or the fact that you know you're not stopping anymore. So that's something to be dealing with. We have buggered off away from the two Vauxhalls that are having a fight of their own. But certainly, I think the AI have got a little tougher in these last couple of races. Let's get it around here. Still, okay, maybe not though. I lied. I put like a huge gap on just this. Oh, careful now. Don't get too careful. There is a lot of grip. You can still get yourself into trouble. Yeah, okay, we've buggered off in like a couple of corners. I'll have to see if there is a slider somewhere that's that I can adjust. Hey, victory in race number 3. But yeah, finding that there is at least some variation in time of day is quite cool. It was Plato that came in second, Muller down in 4th. I'm still going to be leading the championship quite convincingly. The MGs did a little bit better that time around, which is I know I've got an MG in the top 10. I'm leading very convincingly in this championship. We're going to Donington Park. Right, I had to earn 30 championship points to get a £100,000 bonus. That was what it was going on about. Yeah, we've done that now. We've done that. And as you see up there, the points sort of carry over. So you've got to get so many points over however many races it takes you really to unlock the next tier of championship. So I may have gone on a little bit of a hunt trying to find a difficulty setting and couldn't. However, this race, things have changed up slightly. We've got 5 laps, but we must do a pit stop, which is quite... Oh crap! I had to gear up. God damn it! In my hunt for... Oh, we've almost lost a rear bumper. Sorry guys. I know I didn't get off the line particularly well, but there's been some shenanigans over there with the other Lexus, and something has got themselves into trouble. We're going to have a bump pass. Was that an Alpha? I don't remember that car, but maybe it was an Alfa Romeo. Right. I think it might have been. As I said before earlier, I don't know if the, having my bumper hang off is going to affect performance. I'm not driving very well, it seems, but never mind. Yeah, having kind of mandatory pit stop races and so on is a nice way to spice up the action. Kind of got to make you think a little bit more. I'm being super brave. Oh no, we're going to get put out wide by the Peugeot. God damn it. Probably repays me for taking wings off. I don't know whether I took a wing off a Peugeot. Probably did at some point. Okay, that wasn't quite the way to go around him. I keep forgetting just how late you can be on the brakes and how much corner speed you can take with this car as we get it stopped into the little bit of a chicane down there. I saw the Peugeot wandering around. Oh, he's actually going to go defensive. No, he's going to try. Thought he was going defensive. No, he was just going to try and cut me up. Oh, may have put that one a little bit too deep. But I got super speed out the other side, so it doesn't really matter. And we're going to kind of overtake everything. That works quite nicely for me. We're going to dive up the inside of second place. Are we going to get stopped? Yes, we are. Again, running wide. Oh, I'm going to be cheeky. Sure, we'll dive in here. I don't quite know what it's going to do with the tyres and suspension. It's going to change all of them. That's what we're doing. In 10 seconds, we're going to change the tyres, suspension, engine, and gearbox. Go for it. Quick, go and fix all of the car. I saw an opportunity to make up a place and dive in the pits. Also make things more interesting for me, because now I'll have cars, once I go out again, cars to go and have an overtake with and a race with and so on, rather than just kind of cruise around and be boring. Right, oh, the Astra is going to push us all the way out of the pits. I really don't remember there being a cockpit camera, in this game. It apparently goes to it when you go into the pits. So, it's been a long time. Right, the Astra is really keen on giving us a hurry up down here, and this is where I did fall off the track earlier. Oh, that time I turned in a little bit too soon. Well, we made it around the corner without dying, and the Astra is actually still within relatively close proximity behind us. How late dare I brake? A little too late there. That's a little too late, really. Ideally, but the Astra is taken nowhere near the quarter speed, so it kind of doesn't matter. Oh, God, here. Careful around there. Cars can get a little loose. It's easy now that I've kind of got the hang. I say I kind of got the hang. I'm sort of aware of the levels of grip. It's now kind of tempting to push the car a little bit too much and do silly mistakes such as that. That was more of a lock-up under braking. I really do not have the straight line speed of these other cars. I'm guessing the Lexus is probably not supposed to be the fastest car in this field of vehicles. So yeah, perhaps we are slightly down on power. I don't know what on earth the Vauxhall. The Vauxhall had a great opportunity to go for a cutback on me and completely squandered it, and I don't know where on earth he went in all of that. Vauxhall just vanished. Did he stop? There's some debris that was, well, caused by me making a slight meal of things at the start of the race. Is almost, okay, not quite, almost flat out through that first corner. You need a little bit more than just a tiny lift through there if you're going to try and stay on the road. But again, it's kind of, yeah, I definitely seem to remember this game being, that was my bad, again, turning a little, where are we going down there? Not paying attention. It's a lot easier than I remember. It may well ramp up in difficulty later on. The career mode is fantastic the way that it goes through the series. You get job offers, you get to choose what car you're going to be running in next, and there's a great number of licensed series that it all goes around. I'm hoping I can get through this kind of opening touring one for this video, get it stopped and chuck it through here so we can see what other joys there lies. But I was expecting a little bit more of a challenge. Admittedly, the Alpha behind has actually caught up a tad as I chuck it in a little too much through there. They kind of catch up in a couple of places, and then we come to like the hairpins, and then I completely and utterly vanish away from them. My kind of tactic of pit on lap 1 and then fight up through the rest of the field as they all, as I was expecting to be quite quick, hasn't worked because they've all dived in the pits too early anyway. So I've still just been driving around on my own, although this might not be the case anymore. As I hit the curb. Curb is nasty at the first corner. Things have broken on the Lexus. I think I may have got a front left puncture, or certainly a front left is damaged. Okay, we haven't got a puncture. No, okay, that was me testing the damage, honestly. It has nothing to do with the fact that I clobbered a curb and launched my car at the scenery. It's not going... I've got a broken Lexus, but never mind. I'm still going to go past the Alpha. Well, that's a little bit on the scary side. We're still fine. Yeah, damage was pretty good on here. Cars losing bits of bodywork. I can't really feel very much of the damage here. It still feels pretty normal. It looks pretty beaten up. We've lost a fender. I'm sure with heavier hits and so on, you will do more damage to the car. It definitely doesn't look healthy, that front corner. Just trying to get a look at it. Fortunately, no way of spinning the camera around. You just got all that. Yeah, the front does not look in the best of shapes. Oh, I've locked things up terribly down there. Still not got the hang of that corner. Doesn't really seem to matter, because even me going out so wide, there's the AIs don't have the speed to really do anything about it. Oh, please stop, please stop. I think that I thought the front had a punch. I thought we were like losing the tyre. I think it just looks weird because there's no guard anymore. There's no fender over that front corner, so it kind of looks a little bit of a mess. Right, let's not go so hard on the I'm still not got that first corner. I do loathe. I say I loathe. I'm no good at the first corner at Donington. It's just one of those that one of those bogey corners for me that I struggle at getting right. It's not a bad corner as such, and I'm sure if I could get it right, it'd be great fun. It's quite a fast, quite a nasty turn, and I always have issues. It doesn't even matter what game I play in either. It's always the same issues through that first corner here. But as we again, that's a fantastic corner in these cars that have so much grip. Kind of just chuck it across. I'm pretty sure they're kind of turning as they get airborne, or might not quite be airborne. Looks pretty close though. Around there, fantastic corner, and we're buggering off again from the AI. Let's get it slowed down here. I do seem to remember that you could gain an awful lot of time on that particular chicane if you were a little greedier and knew the braking points a little better than I do at the moment, and kind of fly your way through it. You could make up a lot of time on the AI, but that hairpin there is where most of my lap time is coming from, being able to get around there as quick as I do. And into the final corner we go with the Lexus. Even me being more on the throttle, this car is completely and utterly planted on the road. It does not want to. It does not kind of want to wheel spin its way out of that corner, which is suits my driving style certainly. Yeah, I take victory. Victory yet again. Muller was last. I think Muller may have got into a little bit of a crash in that one. Well, I'm pretty sure that I have now taken overall victory here. I don't think they can beat me regardless. Oh, we have Knock Hill. Oh, fantastic. I love Knock Hill. This is a glorious racetrack. Again, didn't remember this one was in here. This is such a cool place to go driving around. Where are we starting? Grid position wise, sixth. Sixth isn't too bad. Yeah, I love the Knock Hill circuit. It's such a fantastic challenge to go racing around. Incredible elevation changes. The cars are going on two wheels regularly around this circuit. Oh, and we have rain. I hope the game automatically puts me on the wet weather tyres. I really hope it does. Otherwise, we may be in a little bit of trouble, but never mind. Let's find out, see how it goes. I'm not very good off the line. Haven't quite got the knack of judging the wheels, but even this time where I was paying attention, I spy a loose wing and it wasn't my fault. That one there was my fault. Why on earth are we braking so early, people? That's, yeah, I mean, I don't want to end up in the back of your car, but when you brake that early, I know it's raining and everything, but yeah, that's impressive. Now, can we launch cars up onto two wheels? Ah, it's not really bumpy enough around there for the proper launching of cars onto their side. When you watch the actual touring cars go around here, they get some serious airtime across the... Maybe not quite as much as the V8 supercars got at Circuit of the Americas. They had... I can't remember what year it was. Was it last year or the year before? When they raced the V8 supercars at Circuit of the Americas, and they got properly on two wheels around that first corner. Oh, the Vauxhalls are having all of the troubles. The Vauxhalls are having many of the troubles. They've caused a big mess. They've caused a really big mess there. Yeah, but anyway, the V8 supercars were launching themselves like almost to the point of rolling around that the first corner at the Circuit of the Americas. The touring cars do a fairly similar thing around here. Oh, the Peugeot's fighting me off up the top here. It's never quite to the point of rolling, but it's normally quite a long way onto their side. But it's not really bumpy enough around here on this game to really be doing that. Peugeot was putting up a bit better fight than I've seen, and we did see one of the Vauxhalls before they had their big accident and end up in the tyre bundle. One of the Vauxhalls actually put up some defensive moves. Now the Peugeot is coming back and then changed his mind when he got scared. Oh, where's the fun in that? And I'm all locked up coming into this corner up here. Hey, we're going to play in the sand. Not what I really want to be doing. but somehow I've managed to make a huge amount of ground up on the Peugeot anyway. Yeah, I think the AI chickened out of that one. We might not take victory here. I don't think I'm going to have time this lap to catch up to that lead car. He does seem to have got a pretty decent margin over me. I'm going to throw everything I can at it, see if we can make up some time. That's playing it risky across the cars. We are making up heaps of time around here, so I'm really launching it at every corner I can. It's a slightly blurry Peugeot I think I see in the distance, but too much fighting early on is going to cost me in this one. We are going to close. I'm going to overdrive it in the final corner. Oh, not as much as he did though. Oh, we're not going to have the acceleration. The Peugeot is going to take victory if he doesn't end up in the pit wall. That was precariously close, Mr. Peugeot man. That was nearly a very, very gifted victory to me, but the AI was sensible enough. Who was it? Dan Evans. Don't recognise that name. Yeah. Okay, you nearly binned that one. Oh, I'm not going to get a clean sweep of the races. Only 46 points. God dear. And that victory put him up into second. With that one, as the AIs are not really scoring. Jason Plato's down the bottom. What's going on? Right, now we are to what I assume is the final round of the championship, the Brands Hatch GP circuit. I've got 7th place, which is... it's an alright grid spot. I'm going to lose a couple off the line because I can't seem to get this car started, but probably make them up relatively quickly. And then we will see what other championships await, what job offers I get after completing kind of this introduction championship, I guess. Alright, let's try and get it off the line better. I tried to use more... oh no, we've got some wheel spin going on. Still not really got the knack of launching these cars. Still too much wheel spin. And then if I don't get the wheel spin, I don't get enough throttle, so we're just slow in general. Woo! Nearly ended up in the back of the MG. I'm not sure where the Vauxhall is going. Let's try and get through a race without bumping into something. Oh, might be... would be easier if the Vauxhalls didn't come swerving across the track. Let's try and finish with a completely... what's going on up there? I don't know. The cars are phasing in and out of existence. That's cheating! The Peugeots have got some ghosting going on. They're not allowed to do that. I think it was all Peugeot. Yeah, it does look like all Peugeots. They've got see-through cars. I definitely call shenanigans on that one. Right, do we actually need to break up here? I'm going to have a little dab. No, we didn't really, did we? Although, got to be careful of the grass, wanting to put you up onto 2 wheels, round the outside of 1, and the outside of 2, maybe, if I can keep my car there. Oh no, we're going to get fired off. Okay, well, I did go around the outside of him to... just about. It did kind of take to be off the track a little bit. I shall be sporting and let him take the place back. Not that there is penalties in this, but... that was a little bit of an off-track shortcut, and the gravel trap should really capture your car and slow you down a little bit more than that one. Right, what place are we in? We're in 5th, though, after the first lap. Dare we have a go up the inside into the first corner? I think I will, and there's more than enough grip to make that manoeuvre slick much cleaner that time around, and we're going to have a big dive if we don't cross everything up and lock the brakes up into a top 3 position. We've now got, I think, 2 Vauxhalls ahead of me. I can't quite make out the car in the distance. Definitely one of the red and white Vauxhalls up ahead. I think it might be one of the egg cars that is leading the way. The very slow Vauxhall through there. I will... no! I was trying to get through the race without bumping into anything. Screw you. Not the most observant of AIs, certainly. Yeah, they can be. Oh, I'm thinking of Forza again when I can actually go bloody far. I'm used to having to brake properly for up there. This one here is kind of maybe a dab on the brakes, mostly flat out. Oh, okay, well, I launched my car across there. My not bumping into things thing kind of didn't really work. Well, that corner there is different. Is that how the GP circuit used to go like that? Whoa, bouncy across some bumps there. Yeah, again, the Brands Hatch I'm used to driving is the Forza one, the Project Cars one. Did it used to slightly change direction down there? I guess it probably did. Oh, there's a big pothole coming towards the pit lane if you hug the inside down there. Oh well, that Astra there is buggered off. Right, one more Vauxhall to find a way past. He's fallen off the road and gifted me first place, and I've fallen off the road could have gifted it back if there had been anybody even remotely close, and then I've locked everything up again into this second corner. But it does look, if I can keep it all together here, there's one car. Look at that. I guess there's been an accident somewhere. There is one car that is miles off the back of the rest of the pack. As we there we go, nicely does it through there, and bye bye to the voxels. The AI are definitely a hell of a lot easier than I remember. A little unobservant as well at times, but that's quite a common. It's quite a common feature in modern games, let alone of the older games. I still think this has got one of the best kind of racing career modes. A modern version of this game would be amazing. I wish Codemasters would work on a modern version of the Toca games, because the career mode is great. The motorsport categories that were featured in this are fantastic. This age of game, the AI are a little shonky, and at the moment piss easy. I believe it will get a lot more difficult later on, but in this first championship I have pretty much dominated them. They did put up a little bit of a fight in a couple of places, and I do like the natural way, the AIs, they make mistakes here and there, admittedly maybe a little too commonly from what I've seen so far, but again, that could just be because I'm on the beginner championship. Yay, there I am, I've got a gold plate for my for my efforts in the championship. Whoa, we won. We got some monies. Got 100,000, I think, out of all of that. There we go. Not particularly high scoring championship from everybody else. Plato was down in 10th. Well done over there. Right, and there we go. That is the first round, and then we will be offered more jobs, and we'll see what category we can go racing in next. There's all sorts of, as you can see, all sorts of different categories to go through. Really fun. Oh, then there's a special one-off events as well to go through to unlock cars for the single player, kind of like the single races and so on. And here you go. Then you get the offers of what do you want to go and race in for the next thing to get the points to move up the tier. We can go race for Vauxhall in the touring cars. We can go race an Alpha in the GTVs. We can race a Impreza in another challenge race, or we can go and race an Eagle Talon in what looks like an American touring car thing, or another Subaru in another race, or another and a Saab. We can race a Saab in another race series. It's a great career mode, absolutely fantastic, and one that I don't think has been beaten yet. The Toca games, they got such awesome ways of doing the career mode. As I said, the AI is a little bit too easy in that championship. Damage is pretty good. Graphics have held up pretty damn well. It's still as awesome a game as I remember. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.